Hello. Create an arch. Now this isn't very archy at the moment. It doesn't even particularly look good. It's more high on one side and it's more sloped on another, but it's the pruning that'll create the arch. Not when it's in training. So all you'll do if you're interested in creating an arch between an entrance or an access point is just prune your hedge as per normal along the top and down the side. And what's of central importance is the height and the width. So in my case, I have 9 foot wide and I have 11 foot high. All I done was I didn't use steel. Steel is just, it's not worthwhile and it's too difficult to bend. I just used 1/2 inch, maybe it's 3/4 inch water pipe. I tied it in to the stem and I just bent it over. And now all I'm doing is training the branches that are growing from that particular place that I'm allowing it to grow from up over it. But again, the main focus will be on the pruning to get the arch right, not the training part. The training part is only a process of just follow the leader, and you will increase the aesthetic look when you start pruning, but certainly not now. Beech, Vega sabbatica, was up the top field. I disassembled it and I brought it down next to the house for training purposes, because I do half-day courses here and I do little talks. So I wanted it nearer to the house, brought it in up the top field. I disassembled it in a day and erected it back up. I put a 900 gauge polythene over it. I did get help to put the polythene on. I had a fellow with me because I just couldn't do it on my own. It's 50 foot long, it's 20 foot wide. It's where it is. It's in situ about 3 months now, and all these plants were growing in little modules. So there's lots of lettuce, beets, turnips, kale, cabbage, winter growing produce. But I would prefer to see beds full of plants than just laying dormant over a winter period, in particular inside the polytunnel. What's new to the polytunnel for me is the crop bars that you see here. I didn't purchase them, I just bought steel bars. I cut them to size and I squeezed the ends with a vise, but you could do it with a hammer, and then I drilled through it and I used what's known as a Q-clip, clipped it onto the main frame of the polytunnel and put a bolt through it, and then it anchored down the hole. It really strengthened the polytunnel. So here I am reshaping and continuing the development of this garden-worthy Carpinus speculus hornbeam. I'm working on this now for a couple of years. You might remember, if you're here long enough, the way I bent the trunk to give it that twist. I used rope and, again, nothing offensive to the bark, rubber around, and then I pulled it into shape, and then you slowly give it that S shape in the main trunk. You can see how it's starting to really develop now. Now, you see right at the top there where I'm pointing, that's more harder taper to acquire than something that is very prominent like the part that you're looking at now. And it's because it's so subtle that it's a difficult bend to get. And then I just put that round button-like dome on the top because I want to increase the width and density of it. There's another one here. I have the main trunk bent into shape, but I just allowed it to grow branches everywhere because I wanted to strengthen